Alright people, today is the 26th. It's like 6:45. Heading out to Little Mountain to do a little water scan. The sky's trashed as usual. Whatever. I tried to post some truth about the coal plants on the Sherrills Ford Terrell Town Talk page, and they pulled it instantly. I just commented about a post about the overdevelopment and the power blowing out all the time. Then they'll probably pull that right away too. Puke Energy's probably behind that page. Those pages are made for spying on everybody to see what they're up to. That's the reality of it. So it's still perpetual darkness. Nobody's doing anything about it. I called the Catawba River Keepers yesterday, left a message, never got a call back. I know what they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me that we don't police the air. We don't advocate for the air, the emissions from the plant. Well then, what are you doing? Because all that stuff lands in the water. But I'll bet you that's what they're going to tell me. We'll see. I probably won't get a call back anyway. Everything's controlled. There's nothing that can be done about it unless we the people get it done. So as usual, you can see the haze and the layer of garbage that's emitted by this thing. See it? It's everywhere. That's not mist off the water. Those are coal ash clouds. The wind's blowing that way, there's your coal ash. There's your coal ash. Right there. Plain and simple. This is all coal ash. Coal plants are weather weapons, that's a fact. The E.W. Brown and the Cooper generating stations flooded Kentucky with acid rain bombs with their wet surface air coolers. Those coolers have no businesses being on those properties. This plant doesn't have any wet surface air coolers, and most coal plants don't. Why are they on there? To flood people out. They're weather weapons. They'll give you some bullshit, they're cooling something on the property. That's a crock of crap. So here's your clean coal. Nothing but repulsive, nasty shit. And it circles around us. It contaminates 100 square miles around itself. And each plant is 15, 20, 30, 40 miles apart. That's why we're all in perpetual darkness. That's why you see coal ash clouds in videos in countries that don't have coal plants. Or very few. Because they travel so far. We never see blue sky anymore. Never. It's always smashed by the coal plants or the spray planes. There's no such thing as a condensation trail. Never has been, never will be. Only chemical trails. All the planes that you see on Plane Finder, Flight Radar, and all of those apps are military planes painted to look like commercial traffic flying at 5,000 to 10,000 feet. Now, the days that the skies are clear, which is no more, when the skies used to be clear, you would be able to pick out barely commercial traffic flying at 40,000 feet. I'd have to run my P900 Nikon way out to catch them. But then all of a sudden, planes come rolling through, spraying, and I gotta back my zoom off twice, 3 times what it was to focus in on these planes. That's how I know where they're flying. I know that with my naked eye. I can judge distance very well. So, we're all getting scammed. It's a joke. And just now the taxation thing is coming out. They're talking about the student loan stuff. Why are they forgiving all the debt? Because there's no value in the education, okay? The reason they're forgiving the debt is to hook more suckers into being indoctrinated by them. You get it? Now all these young people, because you always go after the young people, all these young people are going to be like, oh man, I can run up a monster debt and never have to pay it back. Get grants, live on campus for free, eat for free, you know, be a doctor, poison everybody. What fun. Very few people use their educations. Unless you go to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, something super specific, you're not going to use your education. You could have walked out the door when you were a teenager and got a fucking job and climbed the ladder and been 10 times more successful. Yep, the world is a shithole, people. It's all about eternal debt. They have to keep the debt going. It's a debt-based system. Worthless paper printed by the Federal Reserve, a private banking cartel of Britain. Who's the IRS? They're a collection agency. They're both illegal, unlawful. The human body, the flesh and blood man, not your all caps straw person, is unalienable. Okay? Inalienable rights, unalienable rights granted to you by the Creator. Whoever that is. I don't know who it is. Is it God? Could be. Is it the devil? Could be. Nature? You got me. I don't know. You would hope it's something good, but it's hard to believe because there's so much bad. But if you contract with these people or consent, they will kidnap you, they will rob you, they will rape you. Don't consent.